Straits of Gibraltar. The narrow passage connecting Europe and Africa, the Mediterranean Sea and the Atlantic Ocean, peoples and cultures. About 300 cargo ships and countless ferries pass through or cross the Straits daily. The Straits attract many fish, providing a source of livelihood for fishermen and marine mammals. In the tiny port of Tarifa in southern Spain, excited tourists wait, preparing to board one of the marine research vessels of FIRMM. This is a non-profit organization which aims to observe the marine mammals in the Straits of Gibraltar, protect them and their marine environment, and spread the accumulated information among the public. The tourists get a detailed explanation about the Straits, the marine mammals, and the unique environmental conditions in which they live. The narrow water passage, densely crowded with noisy ships, plenty of fishing boats, sea pollution problems, and more. The sea is calm, and the research vessel navigates among the huge ships fully loaded with containers and merchandise. Suddenly, somebody's happy calls are heard throughout the boat. Dolphins!
Mira, mira, mira. Mamá, aquí abajo del barco.
On board any of the ships of the Foundation, there is always a marine biologist. While the visitors enjoy watching the marine mammals, he observes these mammals from the upper deck, diligently collecting information and photographing them. Every whale and dolphin has a distinguishing characteristic shape and color pattern of the fins, injuries, and other marks. The photos help in identifying every one of them, keeping track, and later helping in analyzing the information. The accumulated data is used for understanding and revealing the secret world of dolphins and whales. During the whale and dolphin watching hours, the team always respects the animals, letting them approach the ships and never disturbing them. The foundation was established in 1998 by Katharina Hayer.
When did you start all this?
I started 17 years ago when I heard from a friend, from actually a spiritual man. I heard that here in the Strait we have so many whales and dolphins.
What did you do before?
Before I was a fashion designer and I was actually traveling the world a bit like crazy, but I was always diving. So whenever I was somewhere where it was worth diving, I went underneath the water and then it was peace and calm.
Have you ever dreamed when you were a girl, young girl, to do this?
No, I never would have thought possible because nobody at that time knew of the whales and dolphins that we have here.
Is there sea in Switzerland?
No, we have no sea in Switzerland. And we have, of course, no whales in Switzerland, and it has really nothing to do with Switzerland. I grew up there, but of course, when I found out that diving is so nice and so interesting with all the whales and dolphins, and especially all the fish, I really love everything that is underneath the water. That's when I really came always close to the sea somewhere. here you can see the sperm whales, you can see the pilot whales, and you can see the bottlenose dolphins. They're all curious and they all want to see the big brother.
Katharina and the team of volunteers run educational programs and lectures in schools, conferences, and other activities to spread the accumulated information to increase the public awareness. When it was proposed to open a new ferry line between Spain and Africa, designed to cross the best area of fisheries, which is also the favorite hunting area for dolphins and whales, the foundation put heavy pressure on the decision makers and was able to convince them to stop the process. The foundation raises funds and conducts a program of adopting dolphins and whales to help fund research and activities.
The main conflict is fishery and ship traffic. Some species are maybe recovering because they were in the worst situation after centuries of whaling. Other species that have not been killed during whaling are now suffering under other problems, overfishing, maybe also whale watching, if it's done in a bad manner.
You don't have to be a scientist to help the animals in the ocean survive. I'm not a scientist. I have never studied biology. This is just the normal feeling that you have if you like animals in general. But if you like whales and dolphins, of course, you don't have to be a scientist. You can help by any way. Even if you live in a country where you have no sea and where there are no whales. In case you use too much fertilizer or too much pesticide, this always ends finally in the sea. Please reduce consuming too much food of the sea, too much fish, everything that comes from the sea.
Many are struggling to enter the world of fashion design, hoping to fly around the world, expose their designs in shows. Katharina designs sports handbags and fashion items for well-known sports brands like Puma and others, and hopped between Switzerland, Hong Kong, and the United States for many years.
You regret leaving the fashion design?
No, I never regretted it. I've done it 30 years in my life and that was just enough.